Welcome to the Brain Juice Podcast. I'm Corey, and I'm here with my beautiful wife,
Erin.
And we are a married couple that like to talk about different things in our lives. That's kind of what this podcast is. I've learned every podcast could be somebody's first podcast. You never know. So you kind of have to introduce the show a little bit, which I've never done.
It's very true. I was just going to say, is this a new intro?
This is a new intro.
But I like it because you should introduce yourself every time.
Absolutely, we should. And this is something I do in the other podcasts I do too. But yes, so we are a married couple and we are about to have our first child. And we like to talk about things, well, typically that evolve around our lives. So a lot of baby talk have happened in earlier episodes. And we've kind of, we've been trying to shift away from that because that can get a little tiring.
We've also had financial talk. And Chinese astrology talk.
And Western astrology talk.
I'm
mostly about the baby, though.
I'm really blanking on our other episodes.
We talk about a lot of random
stuff.
stuff.
I'm still catching up on listening to them.
Yeah, we're talking about a lot of... I can't believe you don't listen to our own podcast.
No, I mean, I'm working on it.
I'm forced to listen to it every week. At least twice.
Well, I'm gonna sit with you this week and learn how to cut it.
Oh,
so I'll listen to this one.
I may not have to work as hard each week.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna make any promises.
Yeah, I know. I figured as much.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, we just got done watching 2 rough episodes of How I Met Your Mother.
So good.
We watched the 2 episodes in the middle of season 6 where Marshall's father dies.
And we found some Easter eggs in one of the episodes. They actually count down.
Yeah, they count up to the lead up of
end.
Marshall finding out his dad died.
Oh, it really adds a lot more tension to it
I've
when
never
you know the
noticed
numbers
it.
are there.
Oh, it's
because
crazy.
then you're looking for the numbers in every scene, and it starts in the 50s, and then when you're getting close to 1, you're like, holy shit.
We started piecing together the timeline, like, oh god, it's coming up, and which is a hard episode because it's imagining losing your own father is rough.
Well, and especially for this character, his father meant so much to him. Like, not everybody has the same kind of relationship like Marshall did with his dad.
Very true. I should turn that down.
So that emotional component, and the fact too, in that episode, they were trying to have kids, and they were getting the testing done to find out why they weren't getting pregnant.
Right.
And
everything
so they talked to him. Yeah. They talked to his parents about it before they left. And
yeah, it's a rough one. Still teared up. This is like the 4th time. I think you've seen it more than I have.
Yeah. Well, I always end up, if I'm rewatching the series by myself, I always stop, I think, before this. I usually get stuck in like season 3. But that's really good. Yeah. I liked it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. For as much as we watch that show, it's still really good to us.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And, wait, do we want to save baby shower talk until later? Or what do you want to do?
No, we can start. Yeah. No, let's start there.
You want to start? Okay, so we just had our baby shower.
It was
Saturday.
The
Holy shit.
biggest event we've thrown this year.
I'm so tired. Well, the problem was like I still needed to finish up the bathroom I'd been working on, so.
But that was like last month.
I then finished. No, I finished the bathroom stuff on Sunday. Didn't I? Yeah, I did Saturday, Sunday, right? No, I only took a week off. I only took a week off between getting the trim done.
Oh.
And then immediately it was working on the bedroom, getting that. Patched all the holes patched up and getting new paint on it, doing the ceiling, cleaning the windows, cleaning the carpet. Yeah, it's just and like working on stuff like this. So like last Tuesday I was really tired, which I think I explained last time anyways. But,
and we were sick.
Yeah, and then it was just like I got like 1 or 2 days of reprieve, and then it was Friday was. We both took the day off. I went to go see Captain America.
To.
Yeah, we had to take the day off. I had to go see Captain America.
Yeah,
that was definitely
that was a necessity.
It was. And then you and your mom and my mom helped finish cleaning up the rest of the house because we did a bunch Thursday night. Yeah. Yeah,
my family came over and we cleaned everything. And then on Friday, we just had to go to Costco. When I say just had to go to Costco, I have the store layout memorized. So I made sure, we got through there as fast as possible. Because even for a Friday afternoon at 1:30, it was surprisingly busy.
Costco sucks. Well, no,
No,
Costco's great.
Costco's amazing. I don't know why you just said that.
I hate the people that shop at Costco.
Oh, yeah. No, I hate Costco customers,
Oh my
but I
God,
really
they're
love the
rude.
store, and the employees are just
Rude.
gems.
Unless you're our friends, and you guys are great.
Right,
They're
yeah. If
typically
you're a friend and you work at
rude.
Costco, we love you. If you're not a friend and you also work at Costco, but you listen to this podcast, we also love you.
Yeah. So, but then
But
the
we got
big
everything
day.
done, so...
I feel like, okay, so we had a lot of people show up that didn't? Did everybody?
No, like everybody RSVP'd.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It was very
like
surprising.
50, 60 people in our damn
Well,
house.
we had invited, I
Holy
think, or I
shit.
think we had sent out close to 60 invites, which
We were
typically
expecting,
you
what,
expect
3/4, half to show up?
at the most.
And everybody
But I was
fucking
like,
showed up.
it's a Saturday at the beginning of March. I'm sure lots of people are going to be busy. No.
Holy crap.
It was. We've
Capacity.
never had so many people in the house.
And it was raining, so nobody could really go
It was
outside.
It was thunderstorming at one point.
But it was a lot of fun. It was busy, and of
Mhm.
course, by the end of the day, I was exhausted. At some point, I was
It was
carrying.
mostly your family too.
I know there's a lot of Harrises here, but and I was at one point in the middle of the day. One of my friends showed up with the last bit that we were going to get from them, which is a chair, and I was running it up the stairs, and at some point, my bad knee just gave out on me.
What?
Yeah, and it just hurt, and I had to stop, then take one step at a time, all the way back up the stairs.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's why I was like done. I couldn't
I
go up
didn't
and down the
realize that.
stairs nearly as much. I still did naturally. Because,
Yeah, because you were giving tours of the
I was
baby
giving
room.
tours of the baby room, so it's just up and down the stairs. My knee hurt like hell, and I could definitely tell Sunday morning it was swollen, real bad. It was stiff as shit.
You know, I think if we had only had a baby shower with friends, we wouldn't have felt so much pressure to
That's
get
true.
the house kind of put together,
That's
because our
true.
friends don't care if our house looks like shit.
Right. Well, it
But
doesn't help
all
the
of
outside
your-
is missing siding because of
Right,
the
that
windstorm that we
windstorm.
had.
So it did
We're
kind of look
finally
a little
getting
trailer
taken care
trash
of.
on the outside.
Yeah.
But because all of your family was coming, and because especially your grandparents have been wanting to come to our house since we bought
it was
it,
a big deal.
I felt a lot more pressure to make sure everything was perfect. Even though we have patches all over the place downstairs, we still don't have the living room painted the right color. Nothing matches yet. There's so many things left before the house is going to be like Better Homes and Gardens perfect.
But
So I think that also just added a lot of extra stress to it.
Yeah. Overall, it was fun. It was, a lot of people showed up, and we got a lot of support and a lot of gifts, which isn't the important thing. The important thing is everybody getting together, and we definitely appreciate that.
I really loved that.
But I think
that's
we've
what we
learned.
wanted.
We've learned from this one, and we're going to go next time. We're going to split. We're going to do one family baby shower and one friend baby shower, where we're just, that way we don't have as many people or as much pressure.
Well, you don't really have baby showers for subsequent babies. If
Do
you
you
have
not?
parties, no, it's usually just like a sprinkle, called baby sprinkle,
What?
instead of a shower.
The hell is a baby sprinkle?
Because you basically have all the stuff from the first baby.
Describe this to me. I want to know what
No,
happens
it's just
at
like
baby sprinkle.
it's a lower
Lower
I don't want to say a lower stress situation. It's just like there's not as much going on for the second baby, because you don't need all of the extra stuff. It's more just like coming together and celebrating. You usually don't invite as many people. I like to think of it as like a fourth wedding. By your fourth
wedding.
By your fourth wedding, you're not
You're just
usually
mailing it in.
spending a lot of money on a dress. And the
just
venue's not
another
really
wedding.
that thing, and it's just way more relaxed and low key.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
but
not. Holy balls.
You don't register for
dog.
stuff. Oh, poor little Remy. He's just slipping all over the place.
I know. I feel like we just got his nails cut, though.
We did just get his nails clipped.
Maybe he needs them done again.
I think maybe he just needs those little rubber pads that you put on the bottom of
No,
furniture.
he's not
on the
getting
bottom of his
shoes.
feet.
No, he's not getting shoes. He's not getting clipped
Slippers.
shoes. No.
Little rubber boots.
No, dogs aren't made to wear clothes.
We don't know that.
Oh, I'm pretty
Some
sure
dogs
we do.
like wearing clothes. Did you see
Technically,
the
humans
statue
aren't
in the
really
baby
supposed-
room that has a hat
God,
and
she
a
brought home
pipe?
She brought home a bulldog statue with a pipe and a hat.
It's a French
driver's
bulldog.
hat. It's a French bulldog, a Frenchie.
Super classy. Yeah. It's black and white.
Well, damn it, we're going to do something for the second child, whether it's just friends then.
I mean, you're assuming we're going to have a second child.
Well, we're going to have a second child. But, yeah. So, I mean, it was good. It was a lot of fun. It was busy, it was hectic. I slept a lot on Sunday. I needed alone time and quiet time. It was so loud, and nobody could get outside to just chill.
Yeah.
Upstairs was the one haven.
I did wake up at 4:30. I keep doing this, actually, like waking up at 4:30 in the morning, thinking about things. And Sunday morning, I woke up and I was just worried that people didn't have a good time. And I was like, everybody was kind of sectioned off. But then I was thinking about it, and it's like every baby shower or any kind of shower, any sort of event where there's a mixture of like two different families and friends, people usually stick to whatever small group they came in with anyway, and they don't interact with a lot of other people. So this was pretty par for the course on that matter.
I mean, this happens a lot of those to get-togethers, especially if you do more than one side of a family.
Right.
I mean, it's always going to section off to the people that know each other. So, like, we had our little friend corner, and we had, like, the Harrises and the Browns, which weren't as many
really thought the Browns and Harrises interacted more, though. I thought, at least at
not
some
that often.
Point...
I mean, yeah, every once in a while, but
they did get together
rare.
a lot more.
I mean,
Your Aunt
rare.
Carrie knew more of the Harrises than I thought.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, it's just minor dealings. It's not more than it really has to be.
So this was fine. This was a normal. Yeah. It was a normal shower.
Fine. If we were to do it again, if we were to go back in time, I think we would have split them up.
Right.
Knowing what we now know.
Well, just for the sake of space, too.
Yeah, and ease.
Yeah. But also because we made it an open house, people could come and go as they pleased. So people didn't have to stay as long as they did.
I know, but it was
stayed for like 3-4 hours. Like, we only had a 4-hour window, and some people stayed almost that entire time.
Right.
But they didn't have to. So I didn't feel bad. Like, if people came, stayed for like half an hour, and then they left, I was like, that's exactly what this is made for.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
So.
Corey.
I believe you are intended to interpret dreams.
Oh yes. Here, let me set the ambiance. Oh, Jesus, we're gonna light this candle.
Watch out! So light the candle.
Scented.
Get in the mood.
It's gonna make the.
Where's the smudge stick? Where's it? No.
Oh
what?
shit! I should have brought the smudge stick out. No, it's in the closet.
Like weed in here, and we don't
no, it
need
doesn't.
Yeah,
it does not smell like weed.
When's the last time you smelled weed, babe? It smelled like weed.
Let's count the months.
Let's count the months.
This is vanilla scented. It's beautiful. I shut the door to the baby room, so he won't get in there. Yeah. So let's just close our eyes for a minute and kind of really center ourselves. Should have brought in the baby sound machine we just got because it has a really great meditation sound on it.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So, so the dreams that you had shared a couple of weeks ago. The first one was you were being chased by a Jason-esque figure who would not stop. And he was following you through a deserted shanty town. Yes. If I remember correctly?
Yeah. In the middle of the night.
Oh, I didn't put... Okay, I didn't make
now
notes
the ruins
about the
everything.
night.
All right, we're gonna come back next week with another dream interpretation.
Middle of the night. No, this one just because there are so many parts to this, I had looked up a bunch of different stuff to try and put it all together.
Yeah.
So, in general, if you're being chased through a dream, it means that you're avoiding issues in your everyday life. Now, do you remember when these dreams started?
No.
Do you remember when they ended?
No.
Do you have any timeline at all?
They probably ended before the age of 20. And they probably started sometime before the age of 10.
Okay. So we'll say like 9 to 20. Okay. So, well, this definitely could make sense then for the teenage years of avoiding issues in your everyday life.
Oh, constantly.
Yeah.
And it's still going on. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're not having the dreams as much, so clearly it's not bothering you. No, but they were also some of the websites that I looked at. Bustle had an article about being chased in your dreams, which was a really good. I was very surprised. I was like, go Bustle. I mean, they usually have good stuff, but about dream interpretation, I wasn't totally sure. So they had talked to a woman called Lori Lowenberg, who apparently is like a famous dream interpreter.
Sounds
and
made
she's on a lot of like talk shows and radio shows and stuff.
She fake.
No, but she got like her PhD in dream interpretation.
No,
which
that's
I
not
didn't
real.
know
That's
that
not
you could do.
real. No.
It is. No. Especially in like psychology institutes and stuff where you go get your PhDs, this is a real thing. So they talked to her and then they used this website called Dream Moods Dream Dictionary. Anyway, that's where I got a lot of the stuff for this specific segment.
Okay.
So a lot of these were all saying that the gap between you and the attacker indicates the closeness of you to the issue. So if the attacker is gaining on you, it means that the problem's not going away. Do you remember how the chase went? I mean, I know you said that you never felt fast enough, but did the attacker ever get close to you?
I mean, as close as like any movie when like the camper gets away from Jason.
See, I haven't seen them though.
You've not seen any of them?
I'm not going to see any of
those
them.
they're not even scary. They're not scary. They're really not scary.
No, I'm not
They're really not scary.
I'm not going to see
I don't like scary movies. They're great.
Not gonna see
them. All right. No. So like, get a breather, and all of a sudden he like bursts through the wall, and you just start running again. He gets close, but he doesn't get that close.
Okay, so maybe it's kind of the idea, like, sometimes you think you're going to overcome the problem and sometimes you don't. That's where I'm going to take that. Based on my limited research. I do want to remind the audience, I'm not a certified dream analyst.
No.
I'm just playing one on this
podcast.
podcast.
I had no idea.
So, monsters, because we'll interpret Jason as like a monster.
Sure, that makes sense.
A lot of these websites were just
Jason
like
X. That was a monstrous movie.
Animals or people.
Okay,
I couldn't really find a lot about monsters. Monsters can symbolize parts of ourselves that we don't like. So maybe there was something that was
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Teenagers always feel angsty and hate themselves, so
That's
this makes total sense.
I was just trying to touch my first boob.
No. Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah. I think most teenager problems probably come down to end up needing
touching
wanting
boobs.
sex at some point.
Yeah. I can see that.
That's an overgeneralization,
Those,
but
like,
yeah.
teen movies.
Well, also
we didn't have.
Sex. Also, I didn't have social media growing up, so
which is probably good.
It's probably good.
Yeah. Hey, but speaking of social media,
sure.
A deserted town or like a ghost town could mean a loss of socialization or the abandonment of friendships or relationships.
No,
I'm saying that's what they could mean. I don't know what it means for your dream because this window of ages like 9 to 20 is huge and a ton of stuff happened during that time.
I mean,
so
like I know
it's unclear what specific thing could be.
Probably the biggest thing is when my brother got kicked out of the house.
That's what I was thinking, but
you didn't want to voice that opinion?
Well, I don't know when the dream started or what they meant to you, so I didn't want to like.
So sorry, I didn't keep track of that.
I didn't want to put my own views on your dreams.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put the views of the internet on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a know-all.
If it's on the internet,
Wikipedia.
It's totally true.
Yeah.
Okay, so for your second dream.
Dream.
Sorry. Do you feel like that was an accurate interpretation of your first dream?
For someone that forgets what happens the week before now, I have no idea.
We're going to think yes then.
Okay, we'll go with yes. If that makes you feel better, then absolutely.
I mean, that's what I'm feeling from you.
Yeah? Is that the energy? Is that the energy I'm giving off?
It's, it's pretty,
okay.
It's pretty yellow.
Pretty good? Pretty yellow?
Yeah.
Pretty yellow? Yellow like a school bus?
Satisfactory.
Yeah.
Satisfactory.
Satisfactory.
Okay, your second dream.
Sure.
Moving on.
Yeah.
was about you and your class members were walking through caves and going deeper and deeper underground, and you slipped on a narrow ledge and fell off, and you always woke up mid-fall, right?
Absolutely. I know there's a ton of crap on falling dreams. So
No, I mean it's pretty limited. It's like the same stuff on most of the different websites. No, because I was looking at a lot of different stuff to see what like slipping and falling meant, and just taking like the most common themes.
Mm-hmm.
Since this is, again, we don't quite know when these dreams started or when they ended or what was going on in your life at that point.
I tend to forget about the unimportant things in my life.
I mean, if you had journaled, then we would have way more information.
You couldn't pressure me into reading a book before my sophomore grade of high school. I had, at my freshman year, this is awful, my 9th grade year, I had a 7th grade reading level. It was so bad. I was still doing the same goosebump, what do you call those?
Those little chapter books?
No, book
clubs?
No, what's the thing you write a report? Book report.
TV shows?
Book report.
Oh.
I was doing a book report on the same book I had since 6th grade.
I think that's way more common than what you think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just... And then I found a book that I actually really liked, and that's what got me into reading. So, no, I wasn't going to journal. I'm not a writer. I have trouble...
Not everybody who is a writer journals.
I have trouble...
And vice versa.
Like, with Mad Libs, and they're like, pick a thing.
You were really
like
struggling with, like, the thank you cards on Sunday.
Oh, man, it was... Well, I was also very tired on Sunday, and you're forcing me to write.
Because I didn't want to write all of the thank you cards myself.
You could have waited one day.
No, because I knew that if we waited till today, they would not get done until, at least 2 months.
Truth.
Because we're going to be busy for the next several weeks. And then April, we're trying to book up before baby's born.
True.
So, I knew what I was doing. We were going to get that shit done. And we did. So, getting back to your dream.
Okay, yeah, sorry, tangent.
So, dreams that take place in caves are often about exploring something new and going deep underground. That kind of exploration means that you need to look inward. So I'm guessing there was something going on in your life that you really needed to explore for yourself. And it's pretty common that dreams in caves happen during growth periods in your life.
Right.
What class was it that was with you?
It varied from year to year. These were reoccurring nightmares, by the way. This wasn't like a one-time deal. This was like over the span of 10 years, I'd have these dreams constantly. So the people would change. I couldn't tell you who they were anymore.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Oh, okay.
It's been like 20 years. No. 10. No. How old am I?
34?
34? It's been like 20 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was right. Okay. It didn't seem right the first time, but it does make sense now.
Well, then moving on to the falling portion.
Okay.
Falling in dreams is often an indication of insecurities, instabilities, and anxieties. Or a feeling of being overwhelmed or out of control. So
the shy, fat teenager was having trouble with insecurities and being overwhelmed. That makes a lot of sense.
You weren't a shy, fat teenager.
Yeah, I was. Well, I wasn't as fat. I was incredibly shy.
I've seen pictures.
I was incredibly shy. I was a little chubby.
You were like a normal-sized person.
I'm a little chubby, but I definitely was shy. All get out. Shy. Ask anybody. Dare you. Do it.
Well, the only person that I know that knew you during that time was Steve.
Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee you tell me I'm shy.
Yeah.
I tell you I'm shy. I was shy. I'm no shy anymore. Too many heartbreaks to be shy anymore.
Oh, jeez.
So many heartbreaks.
Yeah.
It's all jaded now. It's ice cold heart right here.
I can't believe it.
Right in my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paula Abdul wrote an album about you.
2 step forward, 3 step back. Was it the one with the cat? The cartoon cat?
Well, that's not the song.
Okay.
It's the...
I don't listen to Paula Abdul.
He's a cold-hearted snake.
Definitely have not
You
heard
don't
that
play
song.
by rules.
There's no way I've heard that song.
Uh-oh. Girl, don't be the fool now.
Oh, easy before we get a copyright strike. Speaking of music, did you have a ditty ready with your, or you need more time?
No, that's months away.
Oh, that's months away?
That's months away.
I'm imagining.
I still only know 3 chords and like 5 strumming patterns.
I was imagining you opening this episode with a little ditty on the ukulele.
I can do it for a different episode. I just need to pick a ditty, learn it. Hopefully it just has the 3 chords. I've been really practicing the transition between them because my fingers are so short. It just feels very awkward to hold the ukulele.
I felt the same way. I mean, obviously, I have never had a real inclination for learning how to play the guitar or the bass.
Yeah.
But I have short, stubby fingers, and it doesn't work out well. I don't have the mobility. Or like piano players, it's like Lisa from The Simpsons with the saxophone. It's never going to work out. She was never going to be a great saxist because of her short hands or small hands and short fingers.
That's how I always felt when I was playing piano. Like during middle school and high school, I always felt like my hands were way too small to actually do it.
Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. I was always good at music. I played the trombone, which does not require finger dexterity. It requires arm dexterity.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess how many of those thingies are there?
On a trombone?
Are those called keys?
0.
There are no keys on a trombone.
Do you know what a trombone looks like?
I thought I did, but now I'm questioning what it looks like.
You should bring up a little picture. Or I can bring up a picture on my phone.
Well, I've got my computer right here.
Now, more expensive ones come with a key, a thumb, trigger. Not a key. It's a trigger. And those are valves, by the way. You're thinking a trumpet. Or a baritone. Or a tuba.
Oh.
Pretty much any of the brass instruments that's not a trombone has valves.
Oh, see, okay.
It has a slide.
Yeah, a slide. That's it.
Slide.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah,
it has been such a long time. No, I was a choir person.
Figures.
Oh,
how did
come
this
on.
even work out?
You were like a band person for like 1 year and then you joined the football team.
6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. 4 years. Get it, lady.
And then you abandoned all of that work to go play football, which fucked up your shoulders and your knees.
To be fair.
Thank you, football.
Have you seen my dad? I was gonna have
you could have avoided it.
All of this garbage anyways. But it helped keep me in shape for a lot longer. And I learned, well, not habits because I would have continued them beyond high school. But I learned a lot of things about my body. How dare you? I did not mean it that way. Oh, she's broken. There we go. Broke Erin for the episode.
It's just we've spent so much time talking about your teenage years, and then you said you learned a lot about your body when you were in football in high school.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's your point? What do you got?
No, I just thought like a nice way to end this week's episode would be to read a quote. So I have this quote notebook that I started in college, the fall semester of my junior year, when I went over to France to study abroad. There was this young woman that I met who was from Colorado.
I thought you were going to say young boy, but go on.
No. She was studying in the same program that I was, and she had this like notebook full of quotes that she had kept for years, and I thought it was a really cool idea. So I started doing that as well. And so I always try and write down, like if I'm listening to a podcast and I hear something really quotable, or if I read something, I always write it down to remember to add it to this notebook. I don't go back and read these as often as I feel like I should or would like to.
Are we about to hit pretentious land? Is that what we're about to do?
Oh, I mean, just knowing me, you're in pretentious land. Come on.
So pretentious.
Yeah. So this quote is from, and I never know how to say his name right. He's an author from South America. Paulo Coelho.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Coehlo.
That's not going to help.
So he said that the universe... Really?
What?
Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Cool.
Keep on going.
He said the universe is conspiring in our favor. So because so many of your dreams were about being chased, or they could have been about insecurities or avoiding things in your life, and they may have been like hard things, just remember, the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Just makes me really happy to think about that. Especially when things are hard.
Why don't I dream right now?
Oh,
I literally don't have dreams. Well, maybe literally is the wrong literal word, but I just don't. I maybe have a dream every so often, maybe once a month now, maybe once every 2 months, and they're never the same.
Wait, you said what if you dreamed right now?
Yeah, why? No, I mean like what? Why don't I dream right now?
Oh, not everybody has
dreams.
dreams.
I mean, there's so much going on right now. I don't understand why.
No, but it's just sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
I have dreams a lot, especially now, and they're always really weird. That's a side effect of being pregnant, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I remember them, and I keep thinking I'm going to write them down, and then I never do. But they never make sense, and I can never hold on to all of the elements. And they always take place in places that I've never seen before, and usually with people that I don't know if I know. I mean, there are just too many things in these dreams that just don't make any sense that I can't hold on to them when I wake up.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
You're good.
Yeah.
So I have a little homework for us before we end this episode. A little homework. So I just found out.
Can I already put an excuse in?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It takes like it takes longer than 2 seconds. But there is a woman on Twitch. From my understanding, she has what's the term for you can see sound?
Oh,
Synthia, something like that. I want to say photosynthia, but
no,
that's
it's like
not right.
synesthesia.
Yeah, that's it. Synesthesia. So she has synesthesia. She just has a thing. There was an amazing video.
Well, and it's usually like you see colors associated with different sounds. Okay. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you see music. You see sound. So she, I'm not sure what she does. I don't know too much about her, but I saw this fantastic video on another kind of videocast that they do. She is very nerdy, so she plays a lot of like things. And she started off her stream with, let's do a 5-minute, type anything in the chat and I will play it. And so she started playing on the keyboards, and she would seamlessly change into different songs, different musics, different theme songs of all these different video games and anime and all this other stuff. That 5 minutes turned into an hour and 15.
Mm-hmm.
And she just did it, and it sounds beautiful. I couldn't tell a single mistake in the damn thing. It was great. Check it out. It's a Lara, so Lara 6683 at twitch.com. You can find, I'm sure, some of her videos around or whatever, and I would just give it a watch. It's pretty magical to watch her do it and how good she is at it and the interpretations of the songs. I'm just going to throw that out there because I kind of want to discuss it a little bit and see what you think.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, so what's the homework part of this?
Watch it. Think
about it. Come up with some
And
opinions.
then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Get it.
Find as many negative things as I can say.
Absolutely not. How dare you?
Okay.
We've got enough negative crap in this world. They're called trolls.
Leave my mind open to interpretation.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't know if that's what I meant.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Brain Juice Podcast. We really
hope you
appreciate.
had fun.
Yeah, we hope you had fun. We always have fun doing these kind of things, and hopefully, this is getting better as we iterate more and more on our process of doing the podcast. You can check us out anywhere from Google, iTunes, and Spotify, and there's a couple other different places. You can't find it on iHeartRadio, and I still don't know why. But if you want to get a hold of us, you can find us on Facebook.com/thebrainjuicepodcast, or you can email us at
thebrainjuicepodcast @gmail.com.
God, you're getting so much better at that, baby.
Well, because I finally have it memorized, and you don't have to mouth it to me, so that I like say it as you are mouthing it.
Yes, and don't forget, tell your friends. That's what actually is gonna spread.
Tell
this
your
podcast.
family.
Tell your family. Probably not your family.
Tell your pets.
No, just tell your friends.
Maybe we should have a pet segment.
And don't forget to rate and hit that subscribe button. That's actually the most important thing.
Better than...
We never say to actually hit that subscribe button so that every time we go live, you know when the new episode comes out, which comes out every Wednesday morning. This is our podcast. You talk way more now.
Like, you should say that.
I'm more like a host.
Yeah. Like a game show host?
No.
You the next Pat Sajak?
No.
Okay.
And
I really just
speaking
don't really
of
like Wheel of
game
Fortune. Sorry. I used to watch it all the time, but then I tried watching it a couple weeks ago with my parents. And I just really... Oh, sorry. Tangent.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're just wrapping it up, All right, everybody.
Wrapping it up.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. This was the Brain Juice Podcast.
Rip-rapping.
I'm Corey.
I'm Erin.
And we'll see you next time.
Or we'll hear you next time.
No, we won't hear them. We'll speak to them next time.
We'll enjoy your company.
Oh, Jesus.